Hey garage heads, today I'm going to install a rear view camera on my 1985 Toyota pickup in just a few minutes because it's wireless. A little while back, you might remember, I installed a rear view camera in my 1994 Land Cruiser. It was a pretty long video. I saved a couple $100 in labor installing it myself. The hardest part was figuring out where to run and hide all the wires. If you don't like wires, here's the solution. I have an AUTOVOX wireless backup camera. It works in any vehicle that has a 12-volt accessory outlet. I'm putting this on my lifted 85 pickup for a few reasons. It's a lifted truck, and I have backed over a couple things over the years. It doesn't even have a passenger side mirror. Those were an extra option back in '85. And those things make it more of a challenge to back up to a trailer. Let's see what's in the box. Display screen, and it connects to the 12-volt adapter. Here's the solar panel and camera, and this whole bracket mounts behind the rear license plate. You can see there's a little cover here. Inside there is the USB for the first initial charge and the power button. Instructions. Suction mount for the display. This is the 12-volt adapter for the display. Plugs right into the cigarette lighter. Even has a built-in power button. And the USB cable to charge the camera for the first time. First, remove the license plate. Then, take the plate and slide it into the camera bracket. Also note that the camera angle can be adjusted to work with the design of different vehicles. Bolt it back on. And that was the hardest part of this installation. Now we're going to set up the display. Next, go to the 12-volt outlet and pull out the cigarette lighter, if your vehicle's old enough to come with a cigarette lighter. Turn on the ignition to get power to the outlet. Pull off the protective cover here. And you'll notice it has no signal yet. Head on back to the bracket and open that little cover on the bottom. Inside, there's a tiny little button. Push it, and the red light comes on. Now back inside, push the button on the 12-volt plug to turn on the camera. And done! The cord is long enough to put this anywhere in the vehicle. I could probably walk all the way to the back camera with it. Yep. Here's where the mount attaches to the back. Slides in just like that. It has a suction mount to stick it any place on the glass. But I like a simple interior, so I'll just keep it in the glove box when I'm not backing up to a trailer. The camera shuts off automatically after 1 minute to conserve the battery, so just push the power button if you need it on again. The camera charges with solar power, so it charges while you're out driving around. If you stay parked inside a garage for more than a month or two, you'll need to recharge it with the USB cable. The display shows the camera battery. Let's do a backup test. There we go. There's also a menu button on the side here. It has options for pairing the unit, adjusting the brightness and contrast, mirror for backing up, or normal if you put the camera on the front. Reversing time is how long it stays on before auto shut off. I can turn the guidelines on or off, or reset everything. So if you're not a fan of drilling or running wires, I'll put a link to this AUTOVOX solar wireless backup camera in the description. It couldn't be easier. Thanks for watching.